The chairman of the People's National Party, Fitz Jackson, is seeking to clear up some misconceptions. Recently, the chairman sought to dismiss some claims that he was in support of Lisa Hanna. Chairman of the People's National Party, Fitz Jackson, has said that these allegations are false. The allegations that he has endorsed Lisa Hanna for the presidency of the People's National Party is not true. Supporters of the other candidate, Mark Golding, have been questioning the neutrality of Chairman Fitz Jackson after news came out that he attended a meeting which Lisa Hanna hosted with delegates in the St. Catharines Southern constituency. A statement coming from Chairman Fitz Jackson is that whilst he attended the meeting in St. Catharines Southern, which was hosted by Lisa Hanna, who wanted to make a pitch for support from the delegates in that constituency, it was not a show of his endorsement for her presidential candidacy. According to Chairman Fitz Jackson, the comrade Lisa Hanna invited him to her meeting with the delegates from his constituency, and he had instructed the constituency secretary to work with the two candidates to ensure that the delegates were available to meet with them. He said he did it the last time in September 2019 for that presidential election, and he offered it to both Dr. Peter Phillips and Peter Bunting as well. He further went on to state that the comrade Lisa Hanna wished to meet in his constituency and that he is the political leader in that area. As PNP chairman, he recognizes his role to take no part in the election campaigning, no endorsement of any candidate, directly nor indirectly, and he further went on to extend a civil conduct in welcoming Lisa Hanna to the constituency, which he will extend to Mark Golding if the request were to be made. Fitz further went on to state that if the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Andrew Holness, or any other Minister of Government decides to conduct a meeting in my constituency regarding matters about the constituency and they choose to invite me, then I will attend. However, I cannot go because it is not the government that I support. In much the same way that a fellow comrade is having a meeting in my constituency and at my office, I give them no less courtesy. Fitz went on to state that this is not an endorsement on any candidate because I respect that role of neutrality that I have to play as the chairman of the People's National Party. And what is fact is that no one can point to any biased utterance on my part in respect of this matter. This information comes on the heels of a statement that was recently made by Ms. Hanna about the level of support that she's currently getting from PNP delegates and PNP members. She stated that she had the support of 10 out of the 14 PNP members of Parliament and all of 63 out of 97 councillors. She went on to say that the supporters of Golding have been raising questions about the composition of that group and the role of members of the leadership of the party who are currently overseeing the November 7th elections. Now, this statement from Lisa Hanna is begging the question: why is she so adamant that she has the full support of so many persons? All of 10 out of the 14 PNP MPs and all of 63 out of the 97 councillors? Well, we understand why the supporters of Mark Golding are asking questions and why they are scrutinizing every move of every PNP member, especially that of the PNP chairman. Mark Golding has support for his presidential candidacy coming from Angela Brown Burke, Anthony Hilton, and Lothan Cousins. And these three persons are among the sitting MPs that are providing their full support to Mark Golding. Lothan Cousins, however, has mentioned that he is not taking any sides in this presidential race, but many have stated that he is in full support of Mark Golding. This would, however, mean that Lisa Hanna would have to enjoy the support of Jackson, the party's General Secretary Julian Robinson, and the outgoing President Dr. Peter Phillips, were all expected to be neutral in the contest to take the number of sitting MPs supporting her to 10. So the question is Fitz-Jackson, Julian Robinson, and Dr. Peter Phillips in full support of Lisa Hanna's presidential campaign? Well, that is left to be answered by these three gentlemen. But of course, we all know that Lisa Hanna, along with Dr. Peter Phillips, were on the 2019 One PNP team. Well, I don't know where the support coming from Julian Robinson and PNP Chairman Fitz-Jackson lie at that time. But as it stands, the PNP Chairman is saying that he has not extended any endorsement for Lisa Hanna, and he is remaining neutral whilst he continues to be in the post of PNP Chairman. So who does the chairman support? He has to have somebody that he has in mind. He has to have done his assessment of who will make the best presidential candidate for the People's National Party. He would have considered which one of the candidates would make the best president for the People's National Party after Dr. Peter Phillips will demit office on November 6th. So he has an opinion, but his choice is to remain neutral because of his post in the People's National Party at this time. But I hope that if Mark Golding were to extend that request to ask to conduct a meeting within his constituency in St. Catherine, that we would see that he would also attend that meeting in a similar fashion. And then there would be no questions about where his loyalties lie. But he's only human. He has to have some idea of who he will choose to support. Well, if you choose to do the math, and based on the statements coming from the presidential candidate Lisa Hanna, she has the support coming from 10 Member of Parliament out of the 14 that the opposition party has in the House of Representatives. And she has support coming from all of 67 councillors. So, who are these Member of Parliament who are in support of Lisa Hanna? Who are the persons that make up the 10? Fitz-Jackson is one of those Member of Parliament. And where does his support lie? Well, we are not aware of this time. We leave that up to you. What are your feedback? What is your opinion on this situation? Do you also believe that the supporters of Mark Golding are correct in stating that Fitz-Jackson has issued his endorsement for Lisa Hanna? Or do you believe that he is remaining totally neutral in this contest for the leadership of the People's National Party? Well, we will wait and see. And well, I don't know if he has a vote, or maybe he doesn't, but of course, let us know, what do you believe is the real situation? What is the real truth behind these allegations that PNP Chairman Fitz-Jackson is in full support of Lisa Hanna? He has, however, dismissed those claims. But let me know what your feedback is. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and remember to share the content with your family members and your friends, and encourage them to extend their support by subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching, and be safe.